Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream. I don't know what happened at first, but we got it operating. I know Lynn, she said you could hear me, but for whatever reason, it didn't work. And that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our Dollar Tree haul. And I believe I have everything and more. So we'll start with the Dollar Tree stuff we got today and finish with the stuff from Timu and whatever. I told everybody I was going to get this, and I wound up getting it. I hope Lynn comes back. I didn't mean to cut her off, but she'll figure it out. As always, this is a family friendly channel. There's no racism, no nastiness of any kind. If you do, one of my moderators will kick you out. It's it was just it was just the weather related incident. We might have another one, and I will try to come back in as soon as possible. But hopefully we won't have a problem. If we do go out, I will come back in. So and that's as soon as possible. Keep rebooting and rebooting. For whatever reason, it went off. I had the sound. She said it came up. She gave me a thumbs up, and it went off totally. So this is what we have. This is the garden steak. This is a pike, as you can see, and this was $5. It was, I think, and we'll probably put this in the front someplace if we don't put it in the back. Probably right under the lamppost. I mean, we'll get the lamppost fixed. So I hope people come into the chat. They're probably on the other one. We got one person in here right now. Let's bring our comments up. There we go. And once we're done with the haul, I will put up the URL, and we'll be on till at least 11 o'clock. So see this? This is very, very nice. This is going to go in the front. Like I said, since they raised the stuff, I don't know if it's worth $5, but because I conceded it's not that well done, but it's nice. And I like it. And they sold out like crazy. So when you see something like this and you think it'll sell, by all means, check it out. Okay? Like I said, if you don't want it, you can always return it and get something else. But that's very nice. So that's the first thing we got. Then we got, if you saw my Dollar Tree hauls, I have several. Don't forget to give a thumbs up in the chat. And I gotta get a cough drop. So wait 1 second because I feel cough and I don't want to disturb anybody. We have 3 people in the chat so far. I encourage you to comment in the chat. Let me know if you like something you see, and I will tell you that I always say, if you see something, get it. You can always return it. And tonight's not my night. So just hold on with me. Here we go. All right. We got this dog bone for my son's dog right here. Let's check that out. And then we got some more dog treats. These. All right. And then some stuff for Easter. It will be going out. This is for my daughter, but I'll be getting stuff like this. You see stuff like this, get it. My daughter's going to use some of this, and I'm going to use it too. This is for Easter. Easter stuff is out already. And this is eyelash curler for my daughter. And we got some more plastic Band-Aids. Okay. And we'll be doing a prepping video about where you can get stuff like this from Dollar Tree to prepare yourself to have a first aid kit. Always have Band-Aids and stuff in the house. Then we got these spray bottles. Okay. I've got one in pink and one in purple or lavender, whatever. And this is mist spray bottle. You see them right there? Welcome, Jesse. If you could go back, I don't know if you can, and tell Lynn that we're on the channel. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. We lost her because my first thing I did it and I had to reboot it. But these are spray mist bottles. And then the last thing I showed you in the haul video that we went to, that you got Berry Garden stuff, and I may get the others. We'll see. But these are similar to the ones up here. You see these? This is bigger. We'll be able to put this on the shelf, and it's got its eyes and everything. If you can see it. Okay, that's $1.25, so that's not bad for this size. Unless they realize it that they should be charging more, but it's nice. And then we got one more bag. I put over here. What did I put? You saw that already. This one. I believe. Yes. Okay. These are more expensive in Ace and everywhere else. They have the bird feeder choice. This you put in the cage inside, and it's a cube, and the birds eat from it. We got 3 of those. All right, for the birds. It's birds feeder's choice. So you see that? That's not bad for $1.25. Hopefully Lynn will come back. If he doesn't, I'll text her when we're finished with the Dollar Tree haul. Okay, then we got the Barbie socks. These are for my daughter, I believe, and then one for my son's fiance. And then we also got flour. Always to have. We got 2 bags of flour for $1.20. For $1.25. This is 2 bags of this is what you would pay like $4 or $5 for in the store. So 2 bags equals one $5 bag, and that's a $1.25. $1.25 is almost is $5, $4. $1.25 is $2. $2.50. So you got this for less than what you would pay in the supermarket. Then we got this stuff from Temu, which we'll go over. I think we have some more stuff here. No, that's it. My wife ordered stuff from Temu. This is a mat she puts in the air fryer. This is you can use this on the barbecue, and this is a barbecue grill mat. I put this on the barbecue, and it helps with the oil. We got this from Temu. I don't know how much we spent for this, but that's it. The grill mat. All right. Then we got some other stuff. She may return this. This is a great idea. And I told you about prepping and everything else. My wife saw this and she said, this is a good thing to get. Do you know what this is? Look at it. It says garage. It says family art, front, patio, yard, bed. See it? I'll show you. If you look at it, it says living room, kitchen, and bedroom and everything else. This is what you would put on the circuit breaker box. Label the circuit breakers. I have some, but I can do this. This is the front room, shop, bath, dining room. It tells me what sprinkler. I got to find out which is which, and I will put them on laundry, office, dryer, shed. Then some may be together, but that's them. All right, and that's the basement, the alarm system on the house, and everything else. You see it? So you can label everything. So that's a good idea. Then we got, I hope she comes back. If you're not waiting on that stream. These are holders for so she may return these. So these for the steering wheel. I don't know what these are for. You got two of them. I guess for the for the door handles. We have the levers on the house. This is for the door. To put on the door. Okay. This would go on the door outside, and this is what you'd see. It wraps around the door handles. Here's some more labels, content labels, and comments, and the date you stored it. You see it? Okay. Then here's some more uh, door handle things. Because they get cold in the winter, and if you want to decorate for Christmas, you can use that. This, do you know what this is? This is a meat tenderizer for your meat. And last but not least, this is, she got this for the windows on the house. I'll show you. All out of the bag, but we can show you. You put this on the window latch and you can lock the window. You screw this in here, and this locks the window in place. So gotta figure out how to do it. And then you slide it off up and down. This thing inside here, the rubber slides out. And you can open the window. And then you put this in there and it locks the window in place. So we have side windows. So, and these are sewing needles. Look at this. Looking for this. She had the free things, so she got all this stuff for free. And these are the things for the window. You put this in, you tighten it up, and the window's locked. And then you unscrew this and you loosen it, and you can slide the rubber in and out. And this way you don't have to put a bar in the window. One side. This locks the window in place. So that's it for this haul tonight. I'm very sorry. I hope Lynn comes back. We got two people that gave likes. We have 4 people in the chat. Thank you again for coming in. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. All you have to do is leave a comment. Excuse me. And that helps with the algorithms. I appreciate it by giving me a thumbs up. So I'm putting all this stuff back. And I hope you continue to enjoy the channel, where we're going, the direction we're going. Tomorrow I'll be doing a haul. Different aspect. Sorry about that. different aspect of it. DIY video on the DIY channel. This Thursday there will be another I'm getting the stuff from the floor. There'll be another fish tank video on Thursday. Fish Tank Thursdays. Telling you exactly what I'm going to be doing with the fish tank. So I hope you continue to watch my channel. My numbers are going up and up and up and up. And it's very, very, very much appreciated. There. So you let me know what you think. Do you like this? Is this worth $5? There it is. $5. The Garden Steak. Nice. Like I said, they're up their game a little bit. And we'll be getting new lights and stuff like that. We'll be, as soon as the weather gets warm, we'll be outside and we'll start planting too. So that's it for the Dollar Tree haul. Now we'll go into our live stream. We'll be on till 11 o'clock. And I hope Lynn comes back. I'm very sorry I kicked her out. If she doesn't come back in very soon, I will out. And I've got this. I'll be putting this in the pond, on the outskirts of the pond. But right now I'm going to put it over here. Now, my book fell over here. And we have to light up our man cave thing over here. Hold on. 1 second. I just heard another gust of wind. It shouldn't be that, but it is cold. It's like 20 something degrees right now. Let me get my phone. I got a new phone, and then I got the other phone where now I'll be downloading videos to play on the other phone. So that will be working. I don't know what happened to the thing. I went to put on the thing, and it went off. As I said, I'll be back. So I don't know what happened, but we're back. So hopefully she'll come in. If she doesn't come in, I will comment to her. And I lost my phone just now. I had it, but it. Okay, let me see where we are as far as I got a message from Joseph. I got a new phone. I have, yeah, that's what I have to. And then I'm going to put a comment in here that we're live now. Let's go to WhatsApp. Live now. Now we'll put that in the chat as well. The family chat here. I'm live now. And then this one. I gotta get Joseph's back up here. As you know, Joseph of Joseph's Tropical Tanks went back to Joseph Tropical Tanks. So if you're looking for review that video, it's now Joseph's Tropical Tanks. So we're going to check our emails and see where we are. I am at 1,746 subscribers. My watch hours are over 1,500, I believe. 1,510. So I would say by the end of February, I will be at 3,000 or more subscribers, and I will be able to be monetized again. Hopefully, we'll see. So that's it. Right now, I'm at 1,510 in things and subscribers wise. So that's pretty good. I got to find out why this is acting up, the phone. I don't want that. I don't want that. So now what I will do is I will put the URL up. If you want to come in to the chat, you can. And hopefully we will get Lynn back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call her. I will put the URL up. And anybody that wants to come in, they can come in to the chat. I will pin it to the top of the page. There it is. We will pin this to the top of the page. Pin message. There we go. Let's see. That was my phone. If I got a message from her. Sharon. Sharon. Okay, she says her lights are flickering on and off. I'm going to contact her. I'll be right back. I'm going to call her and tell her. so that I can text her. I have her number, but I don't want to call her and tell her that I got to put it in the phone. I got a new phone and I lost some of my contacts. So I don't know where they are. Here's Dina. Hopefully she'll come back. I should be able to contact her. I don't want to call her. We have Judy programming it slowly. I did that just now. We got to welcome Judy May. Good evening, Judy May. Welcome to the chat. I was on a few minutes ago and we lost power and I came back and they said we were having power outage and to believe it was over, I got a text message that we lose power and we lost power and I got it back and I'm still programming numbers in my phone and stuff like that because I got a new phone. So I have to text Lynn and I can't get her to text her that I had to change streams, come out with a new stream. She put up this one. I was in your last stream. You could hear and see you just fine. Yeah, and then I got it, and we lost everything. So it wasn't registering on my computer or the sound card, and I got a text from my power, and you lost power. You lost power. Are you using? You having a storm? We had very bad winds, and it was extremely cold, and everything froze. There were a few down power lines and everything else. They fixed them all. I said, oh, I can go on live now. They came back and said power was restored. There's a chance that. So I said, oh, let me go on, and poof, uh, uh, I go on, and we had a power thing, and it came back and it says it's done. So we're here. So that's it. Hey, Stephen. Thank you, Angie. I'm trying to get in touch with Lynn. Yeah, you say it wasn't recording, and when you ended the stream, I said I was going to end the stream and come back. I didn't want to go out of it. Everything went out. So, and we came right back, and we got a text. He said everything's fixed. Power is back. So he says, "Hey, Judy May," and then Angie. It seems like we spent all day together. I love it. Okay. We were out shopping and everything else, and it was bitter cold here. And it finally warmed up, and now it's dropping again. The temperature is 20-degree colder weather now, and it was very, very windy. The wind picked up. I guess they put the power on and it went out again. Yes, Mama, we sure do. Okay, so you've been with her all day. So I've been in and out all day, trying to get my lights to work. Some of my lights work, some of my lights don't. They're off and everything else. And I had to go back to the phone store. I had to do something with my phone. So, uh, being the power wasn't on, uh, Angie, your last short video, he is that your daughter or is you? She was asking about your last video. So hopefully I'll get Lynn back. I have a few phone numbers. I have it. I got to go through my records and to put her in, and I will explain to her that I didn't mean to go out. It's my daughter. She is great at editing. She has me in post too. Okay. My daughter's good at editing, but she won't sit down with me. She doesn't have patience. So I'm learning. I'm improving on my videos and stuff like that. I got the new phone. I got almost everything set up now. And then all I got to do is put my mount up. And that's it. I was working on my Christmas decoration, getting them down. We took the tree down today. So we were busy. Angie, she is absolutely beautiful. I hope you don't mind me saying that. Nancy, I'm Nancy. I'm myself. I do have children. I just three fur babies. Okay, your your dog, your cat. What else? Another cat. Thank you, Judy. It's my youngest daughter, New York, NY. Oldest did the dance video. Okay, I have to watch so many videos today. Plus, I uploaded a couple of videos, cooked dinner, and did my dishes. Okay, Angie, both your daughters are very beautiful family for sure. And my daughter won't come on, think she doesn't want to be on camera. So I think my son has a Bobby Bino channel. So if you want to go see that, you can. I should said Angie, not Nancy. Sorry. And Jesse says, "Good evening, everybody in the chat." He was the first one in. Lynn was the first one in. Hopefully, she figured. She said hi to Jesse, and just good evening, Jesse. Thank you. So we have 2 hours to go till 11, and that's it. And once I get my computer mounted on the wall, I get my green screen behind me. Uh, I will be doing that. And you can see my fish lamp over here. It's working. I gotta figure out why the other two don't come up, but we'll work on it. That I got from my daughter for Christmas. That right there. Stephen, have you seen Angie's short video? No, I have not. I came back home. I ate dinner. I packed up the stuff. I got to take the tree down. And I went back and I commented on all my shorts and stuff like that. And I still have comments for my comments. And I put the titles on the 90% of my videos. And I came on live because we got power back. And it was staying on. They said it was fixed. And I had the problem. I shouldn't have gone off. But I did. I had it. It said click here for the mic and to get so you can watch the mic go up and down before you go live. It wasn't registering, and I checked the settings, and it says press here for this sound with the headphones and the mic, and I set that up, and I clicked on it, and everything went out, and we came back on within 5 minutes. So I came back in, whatever it was, and we got a text message on our phone that the power is totally restored, and that's it. And you put a video in the chat. There's Angie's short video. So everybody in the chat, go over to Angie's channel and watch that video. And once this live stream ends, I will go over to the video. Stephen, have you run? Yes, I ran his playlist on Saturday. I didn't run anybody's today because we had problems and we got our phones straightened out. So now I'm going to be running him on my phone with my Garden Aquatics channel. I ran his list all day. So if we had power, I would have run it, but it was on and off all day. Good evening to everyone in watching. Please consider hitting the like button. Thank you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to here and help with the algorithms. Please hit the like button. No, we don't want that. Got to get out of that. Get out of this. We don't want this. Let's see. What happened here? I can't do it. Let's see, go back to our live stream and see what happened here. Let me see. So I got to reboot my computer. I got to everything. I don't know why, but switch channels. Let me see. I don't know why it's not up here. Let's see. Yes. Continue. Let me sign in here. Sorry about that. Okay. Continue. There we go. All right, that came up. So let me go to this channel, my DIY channel, which we'll want tomorrow. We'll be doing a DIY video telling what's going to go forward and what we'll be doing on the channel. And that will be interesting. Forward. So now we have 4 likes. We now have 5 likes. Maybe we have a little more. But that's it. I'm still waiting for. Thank you, Lord, for a beautiful weekend. Please keep watching all of us. We start our new week ahead in players. All people in California. Oh yes, all of my prayers go out to the people in California. Hopefully everything will work out. And it's going to take a while, but we'll get things back to normal as soon as possible. That's very important. So we'll go back to this one and we'll put in this. My prayers go out to the people in California. Hopefully everything works out for them. I got to add this out later. All right, we'll get out of this. Stay in this one. We'll go to back to our studio and we're set and we can chat and everything else. So hopefully Lynn comes back and we'll continue with the stream. So right now we have 6 likes and 4 people in the chat. I can see. So it may not show up. Angie, that's chili that Betty made today. Oh my goodness, that looks good. Betty is so lovely. Okay. Yes, she is. She's such a good hearted person, always kind and world. So say everyone. Okay. Stephen, I figured out that if you use your laptop, I'm able to comment on Grandma Lynn's short video. So you're using your laptop, you can comment. Okay, I could comment too. I just didn't. I'll go back because we still have problems here. So I will go back after the thing. I'm using it as a studio right now. But I cannot comment if you use if I use my cell phone or iPad. So you can comment on your laptop. Okay. I see 7 thumbs up. It never shows up mine. So I give myself a thumbs up. It never shows the 7. To everybody else it does, but not to me. I love chili. It's me me go to. Okay. So I'm trying to get to Grandma Lynn or something, and I don't have her on my phone. I have her phone number. I will contact her after the live stream and tell her what happened. So hopefully, if somebody can comment to her and tell her that I'm on live, I had to cut the first stream. I'm on my second try at it. Right now, it's at 9:15 here. So we'll go to 11 o'clock tonight. And then let's see what it says. Temperature to drop. Why is it saying Tuesday? Temperature to drop Tuesday. So it's about 30 degrees here now. The temperature is going to go down on Tuesday. So everything warmed up. Everything said they had to work on some wires. Stephen, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'm afraid to imagine what it is, but go ahead. Stephen, I would like to know why you can why I can't just use YouTube. Because I like to do this. I like the way this is, and I can't set up the studio the way it is. Uh, I like this format. I like people to come up and talk and everything else. I like this much better because I'd have to make the I can't get the comments to come up on the screen like I do here. I have to go like this to read the comments on the comment board on YouTube. So, and I'm dyslexic, so I'm trying to read the comments in a bigger format. I can make them bigger, but I still have to look like that. So That's why I don't just use YouTube. I may one day a week use YouTube to try it, but I have the gift card from my wife, my daughter, and my son and his fiance for uh, uh, StreamYard right here. I don't, I'm going to show you, but I have it, and I don't want to use it. Let me show you yet because I may just do that. I use my cell phone to go live. I can I do my computer on with buffering still. Uh, I'm large. The print is so I can read everything. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I would have to look at it. I'm dyslexic. It would be backwards. It's better this way, and it's free. Should I left a message on Lynn's short video. Okay, thank you. Because you have two computers running things and a live stream on the camera. There's no camera on the computer. It's running the studio, and I get all the information on the studio. So it has nothing to do with the thing. The thing's working fine. I'm not getting very. We have problems with the cable and everything else because the stupid work they're doing, and all the freezing lines and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with it. There's live stream on the camera. Yes, I could use that, but I can't use this on the YouTube. I have to set it up. This computer is set up this way, and that's set up for my studio, and that's it. Angie, her chocolate short, that looks delicious. Yeah, here's the gift card. Here's the gift card for the money for the live stream for the StreamYard for the year. So I have it. That's why I haven't used it yet because I want to see if it's worth it. If not, I will go to YouTube and just use YouTube. But YouTube is not reliable. StreamYard's more reliable and it's much easier to navigate. Yeah, but you can see your cell phone to get the information on the studio. It's the same thing. Yeah, but the way I would have it set up, I would have you here and I would have you up here. I wouldn't get what I get here. I have to go to the phone or have it down here to look at it. So it's better this way. I know she said now simple. It's so to do. So many people have such secrets anyway. Okay. But like I said, I'm dyslexic. It's better for me to use this. because I can go, I have the large print here, and then with my phone, I would have the thing, I'd have to look at the phone constantly. So I don't want to do that. I have this, I see it come up, I go to this, I click on this, and it comes up. Angie, I got some yeast when I did my grocery shopping. I went to try and make the bread that she made. I never made bread. It's always the first time, I'm sure. So hopefully Lynn will get that and she'll come in. It was my first time too. I've made bread before, so I made the pumpkin spice bread. That was the thing. I'm gonna make apple pie and cherry pie too, going forward. Stephen, however, makes you happy, but I think it would be easier for you to go live using your cell phone. I your have your two computers running. That way you could see the chat in large print. Maybe, Stephen, I'm just suggesting that. Yes, okay, I agree with you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comment and stuff like that. But I find this easier this way, that I can sit here. I'm comfortable right now. I'm not looking up. I'm not looking down. I'm looking at my computer. I'm looking at this. I have everything in front of me. I can't use the sound call, which I like to use too, and I'm getting better at it and trying out different things. So, and we have her. We have her. Yes. Okay. Welcome back. I'm very sorry, Steve. It was just chill. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I went to fix it and our power went out and it came right back up and it says everything's fine now. So hello, Judy Mae Collins, Angie, and Jesse. Everything's okay, Stephen. Thank you. I got a new phone. I was going to text you, but I got to put the phone numbers back in. I have the list of phone numbers for people. I'm going to put them in, and that's that's why it wasn't up. So I'm glad you came in. I have your phone number. I'm going to put it back in the phone, and next time I'll be able to text you. Hey, we've got another live stream going. So that's that's it. That's got to be programmed into the phone. So and now I'll be able to run videos on my phone too, and I'll be able to use both phones to download on the computer, and I will have one to set up here, and I'll see how it goes. What Judy May is talking about, but I find it being dyslexic, I find it easier to be here and not be here looking at that. I can sit back and relax, and she's putting the videos up. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. There's Angie's video. Judy May's video. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's where we that's where we're at right now. And I find it's much easier to navigate. And Angie says thank you, Lynn. And Judy May says thank you, Lynn. I have to visit the little boy's room I drank a lot of water today, so I will be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, now see the comments that were commented. She commented on my put up my last video. Thank you. Those will be the Dollar Tree views today. You're welcome, sisters. Okay, and Lynn, when you made the chocolate, I can't use vegetable oil. The recipe calls for coconut oil. It allows you to substitute. So you could allows you for no substitutes. So you could probably do it. Let me see something, Judy May. And so because the chocolate looks real tasty, but I don't have coconut oil yet. All right. The chocolate was an exciting share, Lynn. Okay. Here's what the internet says, Judy May. Yes, you can substitute vegetable oil for coconut oil in the chocolate recipe when using an alternate for coconut oil. Okay, so there you go. So use an alternative for coconut oil. Okay, I have to make take the garbage out to the curb yet, and I don't want to. It's cold. Okay, but you have to do it. My wife just yelled it to me. Once the video is over, I'm going to take it out. It's going to stay above 30 degrees on Tuesday. It's going to get cold again here. But during the day, it's going to be above 32 degrees. Not much warmer, but above 32 degrees. The recipe I used didn't say where the any substitutes. Okay. Lynn, thank you for looking that. Thank you. I might try that tomorrow. I will let you know how it turns out. What we're going to do is watch your video and you get to eat it. I don't eat a lot of chocolate, but if you make it at home, I know exactly what's in it. Okay. I'm going to chop up the chocolate and make cookies. I'm going to make apple pie tomorrow. Not tomorrow, probably Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, I bet those cookies are going to be tasty. Yes, Betty, she needs about 400 watch hours. I'm looking forward to your video, Judy May. Okay, so we're caught up. So I'll be making the apple pie and the cherry pie probably Thursday. And then I'm going to make a pumpkin pie or banana cream pie or something like that. Miss and Jessie came back in. Good evening, Grandma Lynn. Okay. She came back in. Yes, I should one portray time and days playlist on my community tab, both channels. I shared the list of stuff, so I'm gonna go back to her list as well and do her because I now have that extra phone. And she says, I will help Betty out this week. I will help Betty too this week. Good evening, all in the chat. Good evening, Squirrel, John. I says, sounds delicious. Hello, Jesse M. Okay, Lynn says. Good evening, Squirrel. We got to give Squirrel an applause. Hi, Jesse M. Good evening, Jesse M. Hi, Squirrel. Hello, Squirrel. Magna Fishing and Outdoors. Good evening, she's saying to Squirrel. She puts the squirrels up. Evening, Grandma Lynn. I gotta get the pork up. I gotta get my other pork drops. Tomorrow I got to get my medicine. I got medicine if they don't put on the list 90-day supply. I got to get some more tomorrow. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get my Angie. Lynn, Angie, thanks you so much. Betty excited, pretty excited. Okay, so now we're caught up. I'm own thumbs up with my logo, but I use my sticker video will be coming soon. Okay. And I have new stickers coming, making, which you will see probably this week. I'm excited to see Judy May make chocolate. I will put a peanut butter center in mine. Okay, in them. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use peanut butter. I would just like to make chocolate by myself. It looks so good when Grandma Lynn did it. I gotta check that out. I'll also drop a mail call shout out. Oh, we gotta check that out too. So anybody that didn't get one of my Pond and Garden tumblers is gonna get a new one going forward. When I get the ones from Dollar Tree, I ordered a case of them with the new thing. And that, once I make the sticker, I'm just gonna send them out to the people. If you would like a sticker from me, you have to send me a stamped self-addressed envelope, and I will send you a sticker, a new one, and I will tell you when to do it. The address is in my information tab on the main screen. So we're making, we got the cookie mix, we'll be making pumpkin cookies, we'll be making sugar cookies going forward, and we'll also make the apple pie, because I got the apple filling, and pumpkin pie. Not pumpkin, I may make banana bread, banana pie, banana cream pie, or something like that. She put Squirrel's video up. Go like it. Thank you, Lynn. Jesse M. She put Jesse's up. Thank you, Lynn. He says thank you for the link. Okay. Well, go to it. So we have an an hour to go. So we'll stay on for the 3 hours. So we'll stay on till 11 o'clock, and to get the 3 hours in. So you're so welcome. Okay. So if anybody wants to come up, they can come up. Here's the link. There's the link, and come on up. If not, that's fine too. All right. We'll pin it to the top of the page again. We'll pin it to the top of the page. What am I doing? I goofed. I goofed. I got to get out of this. Let's get out of this. Go back. Get out of this. There we go. I don't want the live stream. Oops. Something went wrong. There we go. All right. We're going to go back to our live stream. I'll go in the studio. Are you going to try and do a premiere, Squirrel? Judy May is asking. Again, we just screwed up with this. This is ridiculous. Does he know how to do a premiere? I think he does. You see where we are as far as thumbs up and everything else goes. There we go. So right now we have 9 thumbs up, 6 people in the video. Actually, like it goes away and I'm paying attention. I'm looking straight ahead and I don't see the message that Judy May put up. Yes, he wants someone to teach him how. So I did a video to show him how to set it up. Very good. Stephen, I thought you said Joseph was going to come on tonight. Yes, I haven't heard from him. He may have gotten company. He may come on around 10:30. We'll see. It'll be 9:30 his time. So I texted him. Hopefully he'll come up. I should text him again and say that I even have his phone number in here. I've just sent him on a WhatsApp. Let me see. Yes, I do have him. I texted him on the WhatsApp. I'm not going to call him because he may have company. It's Sunday. He may go to a night mass. He doesn't go during the day. He goes at night. So after the mass, he may come in. That's after 10 o'clock our time. So it would be 9 o'clock his time. So I would say by 9:30, he may come up. And I want to text him now because he may be at church. So let's see what he's saying now. To talk about YouTube analytics and what he found out. Yes, he's supposed to come up. He said he would, but he's at church right now. And if he has company, he's not going to come up. He hasn't texted me back. Judy May, my video are not long enough to do a premiere. Okay. But you can premiere any video. She doesn't understand. You can premiere any video. It's less than a minute. You should be able to do it. So once Joseph gets out of church, I would say about 10:30 our time. It'll be 9:30 his time. So we'll contact him then. I will make a call to him then. That's why I'm going to stay on till 11, a little after, so I get the full hour in where we lost. So we'll check it out. I thought you could premiere anything. It's got to be over a minute. I put videos up 2 or 3 minutes and premiered them. So once we get into past 10 o'clock, I'll send them an email. It's like a strap on it, but it's not. It's on both sides. So tomorrow you'll see a video of me taking down the Christmas stuff, getting ready to put up Valentine's Day stuff. You see that video because we did that over the weekend. I didn't program it. I want to put it up tomorrow and make it a DIY thing and then go downstairs and do it. What is he saying? Let me see. You can premiere any video. Yes, my video only this one 23 seconds. So you should be able to bring it up. We got to bring up Lynn. She's here. Let's bring up Lynn. And it's that
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hold on, let me try to do something with my hair. I'm looking like George Washington's ugly cousin. Hold on.
Okay.
That'd be president. The president, rest his soul. But anyways, I wanted to. If Judy May, are you still there? Is Judy May still there?
She's still here. She's talking to Squirrel about putting his.
Okay, I want to show her something. I'll show all y'all if I can do it. I think I can. I think I have enough stuff left. Okay. All right, let's go to the kitchen. And let me grab my laptop while I do that so I can see the chat. Let me make sure. Is this muted? Let me mute my I don't want any feedback. Hold on.
December 30th. Okay.
I'm going to show you something. I want to make sure that this is muted so that you don't hear me twice. And then I'm going to grab my laptop and I'm going to carry my, hold on, got all these different things here, just a moment. Okay. Because I don't want anything to happen when she's trying, okay, let me just shut up and move. Oops. Sometimes I talk more, sometimes I talk so much, Stephen, I get sick of listening to my own voice.
She's still on? She's still on? All the time.
Turn the light on and bring this up. And I wanted to show this, show Judy May this. Okay. It's going to take a few minutes, but
I usually leave it up to the 28th for Christmas. So, okay. Let me see. Maybe I got a message from Joseph. Let me see.
Yes, boo boo. Mommy loves you. So, talking to the cat.
Okay.
The cat is a human. She's really a miniature human.
Nope. Not yet.
Okay. And let me make sure that's right. And I just gotta clean the saucepan up right quick and make sure this is done right because I want you to be made to know something about this. Now you can find the recipe if you type into Google
Mhm.
four listen 4 ingredient chocolate recipe. It'll pop right
Right.
up.
Right. I got
4
it.
ingredient chocolate recipe. Okay.
Easy.
I ate some of it, but I've got here is my chocolate, as you can see in this bag. I'll take some out and show it to you. Let me dry the bottom of this pan first. Put it on the stove. And I'll put this in my hand so you can
Okay,
see it
good.
clear and so you can see it better. So here is the chocolate.
That looks good.
Okay, it's a dark chocolate with a slight sweet. It's kind of like a semi-sweet chocolate, but these are really, really good in my humble opinion. So I maybe have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces left. And so what I would like to do is to cut them in kind of big chunks and then do the chocolate chip recipe. I don't like this is just a personal opinion, which we have a right to express. I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to make more things at home instead of buying things. And it's just my little thing, that I do. All right.
Mhm.
So here is the organic coconut oil.
Mhm.
Here is the baker's cocoa. I'm thinking about experimenting, but I'm nervous to do so. And then you have your vanilla.
Extract. Yeah.
What else? You got this, you got the vanilla, the honey. And then here is your honey. Where is my little measuring thing? Judy May, I said in the video a quarter of a cup. One recipe called for a quarter of a cup of coconut oil
Yeah.
and a quarter of a cup of the cocoa. You can do a half a cup of both of those, and then 3 tablespoons of the honey,
Yep.
and then a teaspoon of the vanilla. That's what I recommend.
Okay.
But anyways, we're gonna do this right in front of you so you can see. So this is a quarter cup. I'm sorry, yeah, I used a quarter cup. Forgive me, but you can go up to a half cup. So here's my little quarter of a cup measuring thing. Here's my little quarter of a cup measuring thing. You see that?
Mhm.
Quarter of a cup. Okay.
Oh, we lost it. Let's bring her back. There we go.
Sorry about that. I pressed some things popped up and I went to get rid of it and I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna heat this. My stove goes number 1 through 6. I put it on about 3, about halfway there.
Mhm.
Okay, so now let me get a spoon. I have to really think in my head, and I'm going to measure out. I'm going to measure out the coconut oil into a quarter cup measurer, right there. And I'm going to press that in so it measures correctly. And then I got to look at it and say, I think I need to add a little bit more. Okay. So Here I feel is 1/4 of a cup. Let me bring you over
Mhm.
here and make sure that you can put my hand there. Okay, you can see it. So we let that heat up. You got to stay right with it now. This is the part that
Yeah,
gets
what
kind of
we can do is
interesting.
we can give Lynn the full page
Okay,
here.
so we have measured out and have started to melt 1/4 of a cup of the
We
coconut
got
oil.
Lynn, she's solo on the screen, so
Can you hear me and see
yeah, I
me?
can hear you fine. I can see you fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got
You're on the
scared.
screen
Okay.
solo.
So it's unsweetened cocoa, and this is the Walmart brand.
Mhm.
So here is your Coke. Ooh, I threw some at you. Here's a cocoa. Hold on. I got to get this off the counter. I need every bit of cocoa I can get my hands on. Hold on. I put cocoa on my cell phone. Okay, get that off the cell phone. Hold on. Give me a second. The stuff is melting, so I'm not hurting anything. All right. Let me wipe this cocoa off the counter, because I cannot stand the counter being dirty. Okay.
Lynn's solo on
Okay,
the
you can
screen.
see
She's
it.
making chocolate.
I'm
So
making the chocolate. I'm making chocolate, but I made a mess. So I'm a little nut job about mess. Okay, so I gotta wipe
mhm.
this down. Let me wipe my counter off because I don't want to get everything, and I don't want the cat rolling in cocoa.
Mhm. She froze. Let's see. She froze. She'll be right back. Hold on. She must have touched something. Okay, hold on. We lost her. All right, she'll come back. There she
Am I
is.
back?
There she is. Yep, you're back.
Okay. So here is your coconut oil, just
Mhm.
about melted. Okay. Now I gotta get the cocoa of the same measurement, 1/4 of a cup. Just when it's melted. This is where it's kind of tricky. You want
Okay,
to,
so what do you do?
in my opinion, you want to take it off the stove once this is fully melted. I'm waiting for it to be fully melted. The key to the whole thing is you got to keep all this stuff blended together. You got to keep it all blended together. You got to be very careful with that because it can tend to want to separate. So you'll notice
Mhm.
when I'm pouring, I'm still stirring. I'm still stirring to the last second
Yeah.
before I pour it into the mold. But anyways, now this is fully melted. The coconut, 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil is melted. I got 1/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa. You want to sprinkle dinkle, just sprinkle. Let me see if I can bring you a little closer. There we go. Make sure you can see it. Oh no, you can't see it. Let me lower down. There we go.
There we go.
So you wanna stir. You wanna stir and drop a little bit, just little at a time. Just don't throw the whole thing in there. And keep stirring. See, I had to have a shorter video where they couldn't see all this, but anywho, just sprinkle dinkle, just keep stirring. And I am at about a little over halfway on my stove. You don't want to, you want it to be melted, but you don't want to boil. Do not boil, like boil, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You want to just heat it. So right now we're just about got it blended. I'm going to shake off as much as possible, but keep stirring. You don't want any lumps. Okay. All right. So this is how it looks. You see it. You can see through the pan. Notice I'm still stirring. I'll keep it on the heat until I add the honey. But you notice I'm still stirring. I'll stop for a second, enough to measure out the honey. Get that? Here is your honey being measured out, tablespoons. Okay. And keep that stirred. Now add your honey. You're going to have to use your finger to scrape it out. But here's one. And then stir that. The blending of honey. Honey wants to separate from the chocolate. So I was like a little bit of a nut. There's one. I forget if it's 2 or 3. It might be 3. Here's 2. I believe that I used 2 in my recipe, but I think it might be. See, I got 2 different recipes that I was looking at. That's why I'm getting a little mixed up. I believe it's 2 tablespoons. So here's the 2nd tablespoon of honey. Stir. Okay. Drop that in. Get every bit out. Get every bit out. Okay. So you got your coconut oil, your cocoa, and your honey. You want to make sure that this bad boy is well blended. Well blended. Just like that. Just keep stirring. I am of the opinion, this is what I did. The recipe didn't say to do it, but I take it off the heat for a little bit. Take it off the heat for a little bit. You want to keep stirring. Stir for about a minute or so. My first batch didn't come out so well, but I noticed when I took it off the fire, then I added my vanilla. It came out right. So I'm stirring still, stirring still, stirring still. Now I got how much vanilla? Yeah, this is enough vanilla. It's about a teaspoon of vanilla. This is a tablespoon, but I can go a little. Okay, we can use the remainder. There's not a lot of vanilla, so there's a few drops there. And then there's the vanilla. And then keep stirring. Please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to pour that into the molds. And that's basically it, my beloved. But it's very tricky. The first batch I made failed. What happened to the first batch? It got thick and it was just bad. So you got to be very, very careful with that measuring and everything like that. Okay. But anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. And again, you can go to, I highly suggest, Judy May, that go to 4-ingredient chocolate. 4-ingredient chocolate to look up the recipe, okay? Please do that first. My first batch was terrible. The second batch came out perfect. Okay. But anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. And let me do something. Okay, so please look up the recipe. Okay, 4-ingredient chocolate. 4-ingredient chocolate. Look it up. There's several recipes. Excuse me a second. Okay, let me turn this on. Give me a second. What happened, as far as the one that didn't do good, it immediately started to get thick and it just was terrible. It looked like crumbs. It was terrible. So that's why I'm telling Judy May to look the recipe up. Now just a moment. Just a moment.
Okay.
I'm still stirring. I'm still stirring. Still stirring. Still stirring. Hold on. I think I need to add just a little drop of coconut oil. Hold on. There we go. Okay. But yeah, please, yeah, because I don't want Judy May to waste any of her stuff. That's why I'm highly recommend look up the 4-ingredient chocolate. Look it up.
Okay.
So here you go. Here's your chocolate. Here's your chocolate. Okay. Notice I'm still stirring. Let me turn my stove off. And this is a silicone mold. I got this from Joann Fabrics. It's the Christmas mold. I got this from Joann Fabrics for about $1.40 on sale. I don't know if they're still on sale, but I'm guessing the Christmas ones from Joann's. Type in just Joann's. Here's your chocolate. I can't switch the phone around, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my cake thing. I'm gonna put the mold on the cake thing and lower you down as best as you can see me. I got to put my hand here to see that you can see me. Okay, you can see my hand, so you can see the mold, okay?
We can.
So here you are. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. Keep stirring. Let's make sure to move this across. I got to hurry up. Why am I stopping? Ooh, I got to hurry up. Okay. Stir, 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 stir. Make sure it's nicely stirred before you pour into the mold. The honey tends to want to separate. See, it's nice and liquidy. Nice and liquidy. That's what you want. And then I got to hurry up here. Pour it into your mold. Just like that. I used a spoon. I don't know of an easier way because I have never made chocolate before. So, yeah, my first batch, I almost gave birth. My first batch, it was not good. But the second batch, as you saw in the video, came out perfect. But I'm stirring. I'm stirring. Again, stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. Then I got me a tablespoon and I'm just pouring into the molds just like this. Still, even though there's a little left, I'm still stirring because I want it to get into the mold and I want it to get into the mold well mixed. Well mixed. So I'm just going to keep going. I may drizzle a little bit on the mold, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. That right there. Stirring. Stir, stir, stir. I got it back on the stove a little bit. The stove is turned off, but the stove is still hot.
Yeah.
Because what starts to happen is if it started to get a little grainy looking, You want it nice and smooth, so I'm going to pour. See, it's nice and liquidy, It's trial and error. I didn't come out good the first time. Okay, so I'm going to get this. I want something flat because the mold is rubbery. So I'm going to slowly put it on the cookie sheet, and then I'm going to grab this second mold that I used, and we're just going to go ahead with the itty bit we got left. You want it liquidy, okay? Not grainy, just stir. Okay, into the little Christmas tree things right here, the silicone with the Christmas tree shapes. I'll pour that in for you. All right, I'm sorry you can't see close up, but you get the gist. You see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And even with that little couple of tablespoons there.
So they can see you.
Yeah, even with the couple of little tablespoons I got there, you see me still stirring because it wants to get grainy, you know. I don't know how else to describe it. You do not want to boil. But like I said, look the recipe up. That is a must in my humble opinion, because in my humble opinion, I did show you everything, but I'm of the humble opinion, I want you to look at the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get every possible tip, okay? And there is the last of it. And if you'll look carefully, as this starts to cool, you see how that looks kind of grainy looking at the very bottom? You see, there's this balance. You don't want to overboil, but you don't want to under. But anywho, then this is kind of messy looking, but you're going to take your molds. I suggest that you put it on something flat. If you're using a candy mold that's silicone, put it on something flat. And then after a couple, you can do it overnight, but after about 2 hours, it should solidify. And then you carefully, as you saw in the video, just go ahead and push that out slowly. If you have intricate little skinny areas in the mold, the chocolate with skinny little areas may break. But if it's a solid circle, it'll be just fine. But there you have the chocolate right there. I know it's kind of messy looking because can I get this without disappearing? There we go. So now I just take it and into the fridge. After about 2 hours or 3 hours, about 2 hours, it was solidified. I don't know if they say you can put it in the freezer. I know you can freeze chocolate, but as far as the recipe, I don't remember the recipe saying that you could freeze it to get it cold. I refrigerated mine. But there you go, Judy May. That's exactly what I did, and now you got to see me do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was very important that I show that to her, that she could see exactly what I did. Yeah, what happened, I don't know why it happened. When I used, it was really weird. When I use this is a baking vanilla. It says baking vanilla, which is pretty much what we do with vanilla is baking, this Watkins stuff. When I poured it in, immediately, the Watkins brand, immediately my chocolate started to bubble and started to turn hard and grainy, and I couldn't use it. When I used the Great Value, after, I had no problems. So there was something about this that didn't work for chocolate making. This Watkins. The Watkins, at least for me, no, it did. I was like, you know, I'm like, I'm wasting all these ingredients. This is crazy. So Judy May, there almost wasn't a video. Judy May, and Brother Stephen, there almost wasn't a video. But something in me said, no, try the other vanilla. There's something with that Watkins. The Watkins, no problem with cakes and everything. But when I tried to use the Watkins brand making chocolate, it did not work for me. Now, I'm not saying it won't work for you. It didn't work for me. But you got to see the whole thing. You saw the chocolate, how liquidy it is, not grainy.
Everybody's saying it looks yummy. It looks yummy.
Yeah.
It looks yummy.
And that is the third time. I made chocolate live one night when I was doing a live stream, and I never did get a clip out of that live stream. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I usually don't go to bed till 5 in the morning. It's like nighttime. It is trial and error. I'm telling you. The first batch, I had no problem. When I made it live, I was on a live stream live. I made the chocolate in front of everybody, and it came out great. I didn't have a silicone mold at that time, so I literally poured the chocolate on a piece of parchment paper, and then right there in front of it, and then I put it in the fridge, and it was very thin. I broke it off the parchment paper. I tasted it. I go, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. It tastes like dark chocolate with honey. It's delicious. Now that's how mine. So the proof is in the pudding. I did it live.
In that
Yeah.
stream, that chocolate is so good. Looks so good.
Yeah, it tastes good. It's not a sweet. It's a semi-sweet. It's a dark chocolate.
And make it homemade bread. She's gonna try to make your homemade bread too.
Yeah, do that. See, this is what I love about our community. We can share, and I like. I just felt because I did do it live weeks ago. I said no. I says I need to come on with Stephen and show her exactly how I did it, and now you saw how everything came out. But please do yourself a favor. Go to 4-ingredient chocolate. The recipes that's where I got my recipe. There's many recipes online. And then I typed into the Google for Sister Judy May, can you substitute? And it says, yes, you can. It didn't say on my recipe. Usually it says substitutes, and it was blank. There was nothing inserted like you can use this in place of this, use this. It was blank. In other recipes, it'll suggest, you can use butter if you don't have the margarine, or you can use margarine if you don't have butter. They'll put, the replacements, you know what I'm saying, the substitutions.
Angie's asking if she made from your video. Angie's asking, did you see the bread video she made from your video?
I saw the Blondies one. I gotta take a look at that. Give me a few moments to wipe down. Let me take a look at it, Angie. You know what? I'm glad you see. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do the bread right now. Hold on. Let me wipe my counter. And let me put my chocolate in the fridge. But I literally have my things of butter out on the counter because I'm going to this is what I love about this. And God is good every day of the week. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, you made your own chocolate. Then you chop it up into the size of chunks that you want. Then you make your cookie recipe.
Okay, I'll turn my microphone.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Just everybody, just imagine you make your own chocolate, and then you get a knife and carefully, and you chop it into how big a chunks you want, and then you make your chocolate chip cookie recipe and put your chips in there. Now this chocolate here, this is the only problem with it, in my opinion. This is the problem that I'm worried about in making the cookies. I'm going to try it. You know me. I'm going to cut the recipe in half. The chocolate tends to melt more easily. Why? Because it doesn't have, like the Hershey's company, whatever other chocolate companies, they add extra ingredients so that when you open, so it won't melt so fast.
Yeah.
We're making the chocolate pure without the extra ingredients. So I don't know if when I put the chocolate chunks in there that I made, if the chocolate will not just melt and blend in and the whole cookie be all messed up, just chocolatey looking. It may not have a baking point, which we normally bake cookies at 375 to 400 and something degrees. So the chocolate that I made, Brother Stephen, I don't know at what temperature it'll just break down and melt into liquid again. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, it's purely experimental. The only other thing I could do, have you ever seen the cookies that people make usually during Christmas time? It's a vanilla cookie with the Hershey's Kiss pushed in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking that kind of cookie I probably could get away with baking it up and then shoving the chocolate pieces into it and letting it cool off like that. I could probably get away with that. But now, as far as the bread is concerned, I gotta go and get the milk from the other room.
Excuse me. I want to take another cough drop. She's getting her thing together there.
All right. Hold on. You know what I love? I go to the bedroom. I've got a refrigerator in the bedroom because I have my coffee in there. But anyways, when I come back in here, it smells like chocolate all over the place, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's get a glass bowl. About 2.5 cups or so. Into the glass bowl is going to go some flour. Let me get the bag of flour.
I have a short of my loaf of bread.
Is this the sugar? Oh, this is the flour.
Recipe. I was pleased. It came out the first time. Okay.
Oh, trust me, before I come on the air and show you all a recipe, there's many times where I fail. It comes out like a rock. It looks terrible. And then I kind of perfect it from my perspective, and then I'll show it to you. Why? Because I think that we have a responsibility. You just can't say, oh, here's my recipe, and you know it's not good, and it come out kind of crappy, and you know what I'm saying? Then you'll have people wasting money. Don't do that. That's why I had to, I said, nah, I got to come on and show Angie exactly what I did. Okay, and then to this, we're going to add the fast rising yeast. Fast rising yeast is $1.18. It comes just like this. It's $1.18 at Walmart. I know there's Fleischmann's yeast, which is supposed to be the best. So here is your packet. And then I put about maybe a couple of shakes of, I would say it equates to about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I put that right on top. And then the fast rising yeast. After all, it's the yeast I can do. Haha. Okay. And so I just sprinkle the yeast right on top, evenly across the top. Just like that, evenly across the top as best as I can. And then you do not have to do this part, but you can if you want to. You don't have to. You can go ahead if you want to. You don't have to. You can just get your thing from the Dollar Tree, and just sift through. Just grab a big amount and sift it through a few times if you want. Just like that. And then press your crumbs through, press that through. You can do that if you want. I'm going to put the oven at, oh no, the oven doesn't come into play for another hour or so. And then I just kind of lightly sift. Sometimes I do, and tell you the truth, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I absolutely do not. Okay, so fairly sift it if you want to, So you have your yeast, about 2.5 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 packet of fast rising yeast in your bowl. And you see me kind of lightly sifted it all together. We'll set that to the side. Where's my, oh yeah, here it is. So I take, let me rinse my glass measuring thing out. What I usually do, let me just, sorry, wipe this off here. Spilled some flour. I put in about if I'm using whole milk, I usually put about a half a cup or so. I gotta turn it the other way so I can see if that's half. Is that half a cup? About a half a cup of whole milk. And then I get some butter. And I put some little chunks of butter, which may equate to a tablespoon and a half or 2 tablespoons. I'll just show you. Okay, so here is the butter. That looks like about a tablespoon and a half. And then into the milk goes my little chunks of butter. Just in there, very small, tiny little hunks there, little chunks. Now, how did you come up with this? I looked at the online recipes. If you look up easy white bread recipes, so many recipes pop up, like a lot, right? And they're very, very easy. So this is kind of a recipe. Then I added the milk and the butter myself as I was trying to tweak it. The bread would be good, but I just was missing something, like a little bit of depth or something. I couldn't figure it out. I said, you know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to add a little bit of milk and a little bit of butter, and I'm going to let the butter melt and mix it in. The other thing that I do is to this, I add some water. So it can equate to about a cup of water, a cup of liquid with the butter all together. So I add that. So it gets to be about a cup, even a cup and a quarter. And then let me move my laptop. Then what you're going to do is you can do it stovetop or you can do it in the microwave. You're going to heat the milk, water, butter mixture until the butter just starts to melt. No boiling, till it just starts to melt. So I got to move this stuff so I can open the microwave. So here is the butter, milk, water mixture. And that's equating to 1 cup. I think I want it to be a little bit, just a tiny bit more. I like it to be a smidge over a cup. So we'll just put a little in there. That's it, just a little more. And so now it's sitting at 1 1⅓ cup of liquid, plus about a tablespoon and a half of butter that you saw. You saw the chunk of butter. Now we're going to nuke this until the butter, you'll see the butter start to melt and then softened little pieces left, right? This wooden fork is my favorite thing to use in mixing this. It's been 30 seconds. That's been 30 seconds. Let's have a look at 30 seconds. At 30 seconds, at 30 seconds, the butter is still kind of hard. So that's 30 seconds. Now I got another 30 seconds. Let's try and see if we can get this down to a time. But everybody's microwave is different, so we'll give it some more time. That's 40 seconds total. Okay, 40, 50, 60. This is where I want it to be, where it's kind of hard to see. Maybe if I come over here, where you can see how the chunks are still there, but the butter has started to melt. You see that? That's the consistency that I like. And you want it, why do I do that? Because the yeast has to be activated. See, you could probably put this and put the yeast inside of here, which is what I used to do. But for me, I find it works better if I do it separate. Now, that's just me. You can do it the other way. you could heat this up till it's warm, add the yeast until it's dissolved, right? You can do that, and then take the yeast, butter, the butter, milk, the milk, the water mixture with the yeast dissolved and add it to it like that. I don't like doing that. I like putting the yeast in the flour with the salt, sifting it, and then adding just this mixture to it. And so basically, let
Are
me
you
get
gonna
the.
come in tonight? I'm gonna be on till 11:30.
So now I come here and I just kind of stir that around, and instantly the butter is all blended in. It's not boiling hot, but it's hot, not boiling. Do not let it boil. And then I open up a little divot, a little opening right in the middle. And then I pour my milk mixture, milk, butter, water mixture in the center. It's probably about a third of it. Just like that. Sometime to learn the GoPro and how to upload videos.
Okay.
But I need a laptop. Okay. So
I know.
I start to mix it, and I know it's not ready. You'll know. It'll start to clump up naturally. As most of you know, if you add liquid to flour, it's going to clump up a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to leave a little bit here like that. And then I'm going to look at it. What starts to happen is if you put all your milk in and it's too sticky, you can sprinkle a little bit of flour back in it till it gets doughy like. Okay, we're almost at the consistency. This consistency to me is too thick, but I'm gonna move this. I'm just gonna go ahead and stir this around, scraping up. That's why I like this heavy wooden fork. And then I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, this looks a little bit too thick, so I'm gonna add a little more milk. Still reserving a little bit. And then I gotta look at it. I don't like it to feel like it's all clumped like a hard ball. I want it to be able to spread a little bit. So I'm going back and forth like this. And I can kind of tell if it's the way I like it. I'm going to add the last of the water milk mixture, and I may end up sprinkling a little bit of flour in there. I know that there's probably an exact perfect recipe, and I may be working myself a little harder than I should, but this is the way I like to do it. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is a little bit better. See, now it's to the place where the mixture is spread all over the bowl as opposed to being condensed and hard as a rock. I don't want that. No, no, no. Now, this is the consistency I like. And now what I want to do is, now that it's at the consistency that I like, it's a tiny bit too soupy. I sprinkle a little bit of flour, just a little bit. Where's my flour? Okay. I know there's perfect recipes, and some people may be sliding by saying, that woman is crazy. I'd never make bread like that. But, you know, I'm the one that has to eat it. Nobody else has to eat it but me. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to grab a little bit of flour and sprinkle that in like that, maybe just a little bit more, little tiny bit, not too much, because I don't want it to revert back to the hard clump. And then just slowly incorporate, okay? I'm looking at it. Okay. Scraping the dried flour from the bottom and the sides. And I'm looking at it, and I got to sprinkle a little more. Just like that. And then I move this fork all the way down to the bottom where I can feel the bottom of the bowl. Okay, this is where I want to be. This looks good. I'll show it to you in just a second, but I want to scrape the bowl. Okay, scrape the bowl. And then maybe I'll get the spatula scraper thingy.
Okay.
From the Dollar Tree. And then I want to come down and try to push the excess down into the dough. I want to push that down and try to clean the inside of the bowl as best as I can and just go ahead and let that stick to it. And just like this. Then you want a moistened, a dish towel that's a little bit wet, a little bit moist. But before I do that, the next thing that I do, I'm going to scrape this out of my fork. Try to get all the stuff that we can because we paid for all this. Try to get every little bit that you can. Okay. And now I grab some olive oil. And it equates to about a teaspoon, I would say. I just got to be careful. You don't want to oversaturate. And I just go across like that and stop. That looks like about a half a teaspoon. You can see that in the center I just went across very lightly. Then I take the oil and I kind of pat it to get it on the top. I literally grab some of the oil from the edge and I pat it on top of the dough. Maybe you can see it looks a little shiny. I'm getting that oil on there. Then I'm going in with the scraper, which now has oil on it. And I essentially am going to turn the dough over and bring it underneath like this. So basically the whole thing is covered with a little bit, a very little glaze of my oil. And this is how I like the dough to look. And I'll show you. I'll bring it under the light so you can see it. This to me is good. Nothing is perfect. But this to me is how I like it to look. And this is how it like this. See that? That is how, at least to me, the dough should look, like that. It's not hard as a rock. It's not overly sticky. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. So then, let me rinse my hands. About an hour and a half or 2 hours. What I do is I let the dough rise as high as it can. You can deflate the dough and you can put that in a bread pan and bake it. Or you could, let's see, two different schools of thought. You can take the dough that's risen, because it's a fast rising yeast, and you can put that into your bread pan and bake it at 375 degrees, anywhere from about 35 to 45 minutes, but you got to look at it. Every oven is different. 375 degrees has worked well for me. And again, I'm on the West Coast. I don't know what my elevation level is. You know how they talk about that in baking? Or you can, if you make enough of it, you can take three quarters of the risen dough and put that in your loaf pan. Then you can take the remainder and scoop it with a spoon or cut it with a knife because it's kind of stretchy. And you can have get some parchment paper and scoot out little sections, maybe 3 or 4 of them, and have some rolls. And then you can put the rolls and put everything in there. The rolls will get done pretty quickly, like 10-15 minutes. You got to keep an eye on the rolls because obviously the quantity is so little. The other thing about it is if you want to, make the bread and the rolls, or just rolls, you can give it a second rising. Once you've put it in the bread pan, you can just wait another 25 minutes. It may rise a little bit more if you want to, or you can just go ahead and put it in. Sometimes I just leave it on the counter for about 20 minutes uncovered, and I even seen where the rolls will get just a little bit bigger and then bake, or you can just bake. But that's pretty much what I do to make bread. And I think I have a little piece. Do I have a little piece? Just a tiny little piece left. So this, when it's done, this is what the bread looks like. It's just your very basic. I broke a little piece off there, but you get an idea. This is basically what the bread will look like when it's completed, when it's done. So now I'm gonna get a, where's my cloth? Gonna get a dish towel. I wet it a little bit. It says it should be moistened, a moistened or slightly wet dishcloth, or whatever you want to use. Since the microwave is a dark place, it's a little bit wet. You're gonna cover your bowl. And my microwave, 99.9 of the time, my microwave is unplugged. I rarely use it. And then I just take it like this and I stick it in my microwave. Or if your oven is turned off, make sure nobody's using the oven. Just find a nice dark spot, maybe even in a cupboard, and just put that in there. After about 2 hours or less, it should rise all the way up. And then it's 375 degrees for the bread. For 30, it just varies. Sometimes the bread is completely risen and slightly browned in 38 minutes. Sometimes in 42 minutes. It just varies. I don't know why. I guess it depends because I don't do exact measurements. It depends on the amount of product that I'm mixing with. But ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that's how Grandma makes the bread. Oh yes, indeed. And now I'm hungry and I want a sandwich. Oh, let me see. What do I got in here? Oh, you know what I do have? I have some leftover pizza I'm going to put in the microwave. And then we can go back to the room. Yeah, but I had to make sure. I just wanted Sister Judy May to see exactly what I did.
Judy May wants to know if you keep it in the refrigerator or you freeze it.
I think that you can freeze chocolate. It didn't say anything about it. Like I said, I just showed you exactly what I did. I had it in the refrigerator, getting cool. The chocolate tastes so good, Judy May. It didn't last long. I just ate it up. I still have some left over. But I am of the belief that you can freeze chocolate. I have like, now this is just regular candy bars I did not make. And you know they add a lot more ingredients to store-bought. As far as this, which is honey, and the oil, honey, oil, and cocoa, I would think it could freeze, but I'm not going to tell you to go ahead and do that. That's why I would look up 4-ingredient chocolate. And you can say made with honey if you want to add that to it, so you can get more information. I'm just basically to the place where I made it and it's been refrigerated. I've never frozen it yet because it doesn't last because it tastes so good. Brother Stephen, that chocolate don't last. So I got my pizza. I'm going to put this in the microwave. Yeah. Yeah, but I had to make sure to do that. I'm just that kind of a person where, yeah, when that happened to me at first, Judy May, when I put that chocolate together and I put that Watkins vanilla in there, that chocolate it started to bubble and it started to look like it was alive. It kind of scared me actually, and it shrunk up. And it was weird. It didn't look like, it wasn't smooth. It wasn't liquidy. You know what I mean? It was terrible. So I said, well, I guess I'm not going to do a recipe. And I said, you know something? Something inside my head said, try the other vanilla, not the Watkins. I'm like, okay. I took a chance and I tried it and it came out good. But I had to show that to you exactly how I know I'm repeating myself and I beg your
Mhm.
forgiveness. I had to show Judy May and y'all exactly what I did. And I think that I'm gonna check it. Let me put this in here for about 60 seconds, my what you call it. Yeah, I don't play games with people. I showed that on a live stream.
This is-
And then I did the video. And now
Mhm.
I'm on my brother's channel and did it
Mhm.
here.
Yeah. She's asking about the bread too.
About what?
The bread, freezing the bread and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, I took my bread out of the microwave. Yeah, the
Right.
bread is right here. And I just did that. You'll have to slide back. The bread is here under this, under here. But I'm just nuking my pizza from the other day. Yes, I'm not going to criticize anybody. I'm just the kind of person where I take it the responsibility when I'm saying, hey, I made this. This is how I made it, and this is what it looks like. You know, and then somebody and then if you don't show everything and try to explain it exactly
Mhm.
and it fails, a couple of members of your beloveds or your audiences are not going to be very happy because
No.
I just wasted 3 cups of flour and a cup of sugar and I wasted $8 in ingredients because I went by what you said. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna show Judy May. I want to show her exactly what I do, what I did. And give me a few moments. This stuff's not hot enough. I don't know if this is. See, on the bottom, it looks like a lighter color on the bottom. I'm going to push that up. See, now I don't know. That looks like it's separated a little bit. That looks like the honey separated. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That one,
Mhm.
at least for that one. Let me look at another one. That piece. And let me go over to the first one. Oh no, that's not ready. I got to put that back in. I'm going too soon. But yeah, that's kind of weird. It looked like it's separated a little bit.
Probably wasn't ready.
Yeah, it wasn't ready. And the thing of it is the stirring and keeping it together. It's this game you play with it. Okay, I got to make sure the honey and all the ingredients stay together as I stir, then pour, stir, then pour, so that when it solidifies, it's blended. Each little chunk is blended well. That's why I was having trouble. But you know what? It's just like this bread recipe. I tried it at first the way that they said, and I didn't like it. It was good. It was good bread. It was a very basic bread. So I thought it just seems like it's missing something. So that's when I just went on my own. I said, you know what?
Mhm.
I'm gonna add me some melted butter and some milk to this bread recipe. If it fails, it fails. Ain't nobody gonna see it. And I did, and it came out good. So yeah, that right there, I didn't like that. The first little piece of chocolate, it looks like it's separated. You saw that little part at the
Mhm.
bottom, like the honey. The
It may
honey,
not
it's
be
like the
ready
honey
yet.
separated. Huh?
May not be ready yet.
Yeah. All right. I need me some barbecue sauce on my plate so I have something to dip with. So I like to use the Sweet Baby Ray's and put a little bit on the plate.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna carry my hiney back to the bedroom. I did something. I can't even remember what I did today. I did something today. I'm tired. But yeah, that recipe is it's very tricky. The chocolate I made yesterday came out perfect. It looked a little light colored at the bottom when you looked at it. It looked a little bit light colored, like a light tan color at the bottom. I'm like, uh-oh. And then I pushed it out and the whole thing was all chocolate all the way through and well measured. But if that honey starts to separate from the coconut oil or separate from the cocoa powder, you got a problem. That's why I'm like, stir, 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 pour, 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 go back, stir, 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 pour, pour, pour. You know, I know that there's probably ways, maybe, you know, those steel mixers, they look like a stick and you can press it like this and it'll mix inside of hot food. That right there to me would probably be a perfect blender for chocolate, where it just gets in there down to the bottom and blends it really tight. But anyways, I'm yip yapping. I'm sick of listening to myself. Let me put this in the bedroom first. Behave yourself, boo boo. That's another reason why if I'm cooking something, that's another reason why I like to be live. And I have failed at recipes live, and I don't care if I fail because I'm saving you some money. If I tried to mix something together and it came out terrible, you will not do it that way and you'll save some money. But I don't believe in playing around with people. Oh yeah, this is what I did. It's perfect. You know, yeah. Oh, this XYZ thing I just cooked came out exactly perfect, everybody. It's a video. Why is it perfect? Because I had to make it 3 times, but you didn't see the 3 times I failed. I like to show you everything because I'm not trying to have Brother Stephen, Sister Angie, Brother Squirrel, Sister Judy May, Brother Jesse, or anybody that comes in here and see me cooking. I don't want to have you all say, oh, wow, it came out good. I'm going to try it. And then the thing falls apart and you're all looking at me side-eye like, wait a minute. What did she do? She said it came out perfect.
That's me with the pie, the pumpkin pie. My wife bought a pumpkin pie because she didn't know how good it would taste. It tasted fine, but I showed everybody. I bought one just in case. We bought both. Because they both tasted good.
I'm so glad. I was so glad for you. I asked you and I said, how they like it? You said they tasted good.
Yeah. And then I made the pumpkin spice muffins. They were great. They were fine.
So there's your barbecue sauce, and there's your chicken barbecue pizza with red onions and mozzarella. And then you dip it in the, we thank the Lord for it already. Dip it in the barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, we have a half hour to go, so.
Okay, well that worked out well timing wise. You don't do that. If you're a content creator, I know all of you know that, excuse me. I know that all of you know this. There is quite a responsibility if you're demonstrating a product. You know.
I made bread, but I had to mix. Judy May's asking me if I made bread before, but I had to mix. I have never made fresh bread. I may try it.
It's a challenge, I'm telling you. It took me a while to get the recipe to the way that I liked it. Now there may be somebody that you know may not like what I do or like the bread. Like I always look in the camera, I say, look here. I'm the only one here. The cat's not going to eat the bread. I'm going to eat the bread. You don't have to eat it.
Stephen, can you cook? Really? Yes, I can cook.
Stephen can cook.
Good. Yeah.
Stephen can cook. Come on now.
Yes.
Italiano. Yes. Who you think?
I used to cook for the family. My wife was working. I couldn't work anymore because I broke my leg. the other leg, my right leg, and I stayed home with my mother-in-law, and I cooked dinner before my wife got home. So, and everything was on the table as she came in the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time, uh, I made meatloaf for my mother-in-law a few times. I made it, and one night my wife made it. She was home whenever she made it, for whatever reason, and she's eating. My mother was eating the meatloaf, and she says, "Who made this?" She said, "Ma, I did." She said, "Oh, thought so. Steve's tastes better." That's Steve's.
It happened.
Yeah. She no holds barred. She would tell you like it is. I mean, that's she didn't like something, she'd tell you. She wouldn't always
Look,
would.
Brother Stephen, if I'm making you an apple pie
Mm,
and the pie is dry, I mean, you eat it, you need 3 cups of water. It's like you know what I mean? It's dry.
mm,
And I say, brother, how was the pie? And you don't want to hurt my feelings. Oh, it was good. It was good, Lynn. It was good.
mm,
Guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a dry pie every single time I make it because
mm.
you told me it tasted good.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I figure on Thursday I'm gonna make the apple pie and the cherry pie. Maybe just the cherry pie, the apple pie, but I'm gonna make one.
That sounds real
I
good.
got the graham cracker crust and a crust. I'm gonna make it.
That sounds really, really good, Stephen, for real.
I'm gonna try it and I'll let you know how it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna make the cookies. I know it's late, but I want to do it. The wife says, "You do it. I'm not here. As long as you clean up your mess."
Yeah, I whatchamacallit. Like I say, I am really all of us here. We're very transparent. Hey, this is what I
Mhm,
made. This is what I did. This is what I bought. You know,
mhm,
because I don't want anybody to feel to be upset with me because I led them down, led them astray.
mhm.
Show it to them. This is what I did. Here's how it came out, everybody. Money's too tight, and food prices are too high to be for us, any of us, to be wasting.
It's
My
great.
beloveds. Brother Stephen, this subject here is like kind of a girl subject,
Mhm,
talking about handbags.
mhm,
So there's a company called Hermes,
mhm.
Hermes. And believe it or not, Stephen, excuse me, they have purses that cost $25,000.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But Walmart, or an affiliate of Walmart, whatever, they came out with their brand of the same style purse.
Right.
And it costs $80 to $100. And it kind
Okay.
of looked like, I say kind of, it kind of looked like the purse that was $25,000.
Mhm,
Well, the people that are very wealthy, some of them, they were not exactly happy that an $80 purse, they call that a dupe when you get something
yeah.
pricey,
Yeah.
and a dupe, right?
Mhm,
DUPE, right? Oh, it was all for the past maybe 2 to 3 weeks. If you go to the ladies, where the ladies talk about purses and
mhm.
jewelry, they've been yip yapping about it. But can you imagine walking around, not you, but like your wife or your daughter, walking around with a purse that costs $25,000? I don't think so. That's a
No,
car.
no, I wouldn't.
That's a nice a used single wide trailer.
Mhm,
I never realized for a long time. I knew that wealthy people spent a lot of money on things,
mhm.
but I never knew that, for years, that they would invest or spend $10,000 on something as simple as a purse. It's weird to me, but maybe it's
Mhm.
because I don't live that lifestyle. I don't know, Stephen. I don't
Well,
know.
I always said to my daughter, she gets these purses and stuff. She gets them in like Marshalls or TJ Maxx and Steve Madden or something like that. This is why would you want a purse? You're advertising for that person. Oh, the person makes stuff. It's prestige. I won't want to advertise for people. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
it
not gonna
is
go there and
said.
show off something. So
Yeah, no, nobody like in real life,
stay
as you
safe.
and I, you and your wife, your daughter, me, Angie, Judy May, Jesse, as we go out into the stores or whatever like that, I'm not paying attention except to get
Mhm.
out of a person's way or say excuse me. I'm not looking at the person that hard to see, is that an Hermes bag she's carrying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, is that a Michael Kors tie or whatever.
Right. Hmm.
It's just a person wearing clothes walking. I don't think that hard.
Hmm. And
Now if
also
they got
they wear shirts with all different names on it or something. If I want a shirt, I want proud to have that person, but I'm not going to advertise for a sneaker company and stuff like that. I'm not going to buy a T-shirt and have their logo on it. I'll have something said on it or something. I would never do that. But people buy, oh, you're wearing his clothes and stuff like that. I can't see doing that. I
it's
want to
got
wear
isn't it like
a fire department shirt or something like that because I was proud to be a fireman. But I'm not going to wear a Puma shirt and stuff like that. I'm not going to advertise for them.
Steven's not going to be a walking billboard.
Yeah, exactly. Even money like that, she
You
said she
know,
wouldn't do it. Of course not. I wouldn't purchase that. I don't have the
somebody
money.
I had years ago when I first started my channel, I had a person send me two different purses, and they were name brand purses. They probably cost about $150 to $200, and I forget the brand. I got them up in my thing, and I don't know what it was. She had a lot of purses, and she wanted to bless me. She sent me the
Hmm.
wallet and the purse, and then I got someone else that sent me a purse in the mail.
Hmm.
And that's very nice and everything like that. I would rather take $200 and put that toward my electric bill and have a credit.
Hmm.
I would rather do that. The only time you're going to get me to spend $600 to $800, God willing, it will be later in the year when I get a plane ticket to go see my family, and I haven't seen them in person in years. Then we're
Hmm.
going to spend the money. When you spend hundreds or thousands of dollars, it's for something very special. If it's not mortgage, auto insurance, life insurance payment, whatever that is,
Hmm.
it's just like a once in a lifetime cruise,
Hmm.
vacation. You know, to me, the $2,000 to $5,000 or whatever you spend on that, it's worth every penny.
Hmm.
To do that.
When we took the cruise, we wanted to go. It was inexpensive and stuff like that. We've never been to these few places. We were to Italy before, but we're never to Greece or Turkey. So let's just leave. Oh, we're gonna go. Hold on one second. What? Okay. Hold on one second. I gotta pick something from my wife. Hold
Okay.
on. I'll be right back.
And Judy, Sister Angie, I'm not taking no mortgage out on a bag, shaking my head. Exactly. Judy May Collins. Judy May Collins, even if I had the money like that, there's no way I'm going to pay that much money for a purse. Exactly. And I would be worried, not that I think most people can tell. I don't know. Like if you go to a big city and you're carrying an experienced thief knows the real from the fake. You know what I mean? Why would I be walking down the street with my old wrinkled self walking down the street with a $10,000 handbag, and the person coming toward me, they know exactly what it's worth. I'm going to have some problems. You know, if you get the wrong person kind of eyeing what you have, it's, you know, it's sad to say, you get the wrong person, they know the value of your purse, they're going to try to take it.
Yep.
That's why my necklaces that I wear are sterling silver. There's nothing wrong with having gold and diamonds and beautiful things. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
But just for me, in the practicality of it is, I just live, you know, very frugally and very carefully. The investments that we make in the hundreds or thousands of dollars is for, like, for Brother Stephen, it would be for his wife, for his home, for his daughter, for his family. That's what they're going to invest, you know.
Well, I bought stuff with my wife, and she told me to take it back. It's too expensive.
Yeah, I understand.
No, don't. I don't want this. Take it back. I like it. I appreciate. No, we can't afford it. Take it back. I'd rather do this or do this. Don't take it.
Yeah, she thinks like I do, and I'm sure like a lot of us do. We just measure it differently. I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on an object. Like, I have these items in my mother's china closet over here. I've been buying little things to put in it. I'll spend $10 to $25 on something if I really like it, and then the shipping will be $10. But I do that once a month. Some of the items are not there, and I'm pretty sure some of the items are missing, which is kind of odd, but by the time I got this from my sister. So out of a sentimental thing, my son will end up with all this. I'm buying little knickknacks that I remember from my childhood, but I'm not spending $500. I'll spend $20, $15.
Also,
that's my little thing.
From my aunt, I left stuff, the bone china and stuff my aunt got. She cooked it over years. And she got it from a friend. She got it from me. I said, oh, you got this stuff. People aren't collecting that stuff anymore. To some person, it'd be worth something, but, you know, not everybody.
On Etsy.
There's some sentimental value to me. It's not.
On Etsy. They have a lot. I just type in vintage bakeware or whatever that may be. Let me see if I can show you, because it's kind of hard with this, but I think I can show you. And let me turn this right here. Let me see. Can you see this stuff like this? Let me see my hand. Oh, it's kind of hard for me to aim. There we go.
Yeah.
Like that with the fruit on it. That's from like the 50s. And then I got that goes with it. And then we have this thing, the coffee, instant coffee. And then the creamer that matches with it. And if you come all the way down, I'm trying to see if you can see what I'm looking at. There you go. That fruit pattern right there. And then there's other items. It's probably better if I go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That pattern right there, this belonged to my mother. And if you go to Etsy, what I ordered and picked up, this you can hang your keys on it and you can hang it on the wall. This is a giant version, and those little buttons at the bottom, you can hang like your keys. It's flat in the back, but it's got the same. It's got the same, and it's got the same pattern. If I put my hand there, and you can hang it up on the wall, and it has, you know, a similar pattern. And this is what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to from my childhood. On a separate trip, it may have been to Goodwill, I found the tiny version. It's very small. It's a small version of the same thing. They have a bowl and some cups. They actually have an actual teapot. I mean, a teapot. And for some of the glass ones, and I know you know this already, what some folks would do would be like this. You would have your friends over, You would have the tea or the water, and you would boil it on the stove. And
Mm-hmm.
then when your friends would come to visit, you would have something like this.
Yep, my aunt
And
had that.
you would pour the tea or the water in here and bring the tray into the living room. And then
Mm-hmm.
after dinner, you would serve with this, something like this. Now that's how they used to do it. Nowadays, not so much. And then Stephen, you may remember these. I gotta get the
1111 is
ball.
my lucky number. Okay. Say what?
I found this for $4, for $4 at the at Goodwill. This is the vintage. It came in the
Yeah,
original
you said,
box.
I was watching that video. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you open it up, because some people may not have seen it. You open it up and it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically back in the day, like I said, you would have what they call company. Company comes over.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do for company? You bring out your finest china. You do things a little bit differently. Let me be careful. It would be embarrassing to break it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what the cup sizes used to look like. They
Yep.
used to be this in hand. It
Mm-hmm.
used to be an itty bitty little cup. Now we got these mugs, and then there's an indentation. There's an indentation right there where you put your cup.
Mm-hmm.
So you could the folks could come into and you'd put the little hors d'oeuvres or their sandwich, and you'd have a little tray,
Yep.
and maybe you hand them the tray, and they would
Mm-hmm.
sit down in your living room. Remember the peg leg furniture, but the peg
Yep.
leg,
Mm-hmm.
and you sit there in 1962 or something. You'd have
Yep.
pepperoni, Ritz crackers, and sharp cheddar cheese with the green
Cheese.
olive.
Yep.
And then you'd put that on there. Here you go, Susan. Here you go,
Mm-hmm.
Stephen. Here you go. But this is how it used to be. Now
Oh
it's
my
paper.
goodness.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah. Now what you got is paper plates. Hello, Domino's. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
get a large pepperoni delivered.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm doing
Thank you, May.
is I am collecting both kinds. The black teapot, I got 2 more items that I want to get. And for the milk glass, I want the cups and the soup bowls. There's soup bowls that have a handle. So
Mm-hmm.
grandma wants to get the hold of those, and then that's it. I can't keep going. Excuse me, I can only fit so much. So there's some people running around to the club shaking their booties.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people doing whatever they do for their hobbies. I just collect a little bit. I'm trying to get some more of the items from the 1950s, 40s, 50s, and 60s to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my little thing. But Mr. Steven, I'm gonna step on down, okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the bread recipe and
Okay, and
everything else. I appreciate it.
once and again, thank you for the honor and the privilege of being on your live stream.
Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye. We'll be
Okay,
signing off
bye-bye.
in a few minutes anyway. Thank you. Okay. Bye for now. Go back to Lynn. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Say good night. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to be athletic. What you see. Okay. So we have about 10-15 minutes to go. I want to get to 3 hours. Oh, we're almost there. So another 5 minutes. Like I said, and we'll end the video. I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. There shouldn't be a problem. There's no snow. There's no wind. It's supposed to be cool, but not cold. We're supposed to go down to like 32 to maybe 29 tomorrow. So my video tomorrow coming up, the January 6th, taking down the decorations after January 6th. That will come up. Judy, and then Lynn, thank you so much for showing us the recipe. I have a great week ahead. My sister, God bless us all. Okay. You're welcome, Judy May. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't spell that right. I'm really with spelling. Okay. Yes, Stephen. Have a great week, my friend. God bless you, you and your family, and us. Okay. Thank you for all the wonderful. Thank you for the wonderful live stream. You're quite welcome. We're going to go off in a few minutes. I want to tell everybody that I'll be on tomorrow. The video coming up tomorrow will be taking down the Christmas tree, what's left, and setting up for Valentine's Day. And then the next day will be the decorations outside. Because it was too cold to work outside, I did the stuff outside, inside. So you'll see that, and there will be a DIY video up on the DIY channel as well. This has been a great live stream, Steve. Thank you. Jenny Mason. Okay, and what else? Thank you, Lynn, for the blessing. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I'm sure Joseph had company and he couldn't get rid of them. He goes on Sunday to church, and our family used to be like that, where they were after church or on Sunday we'd have company and everything else like that. There's no family left anymore, so but we do have friends and everything come over, and sometimes I can't come on, and we have to excuse them for that. And I will talk to him during the week, and I hope to get him on during the week. I will be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's it. And then again on Sunday. I will see you then. I'm setting up Friday and Saturday for family. So watch for it. Watch for the taking down of the tree, the living room back to normal. She's saying thank you. I'll say thank you. God bless you all. Again, believe you can do it. Do it. I didn't think I could do this. I'm here doing it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to ding that bell. That's the ding that bell. And by liking, commenting on the video, and giving a thumbs up, that shows YouTube that you want to see the video. We have 87 viewed tonight. We have 4 people still watching. I want to thank you all for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, God bless you all. Thank you. Have a pleasant night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to watch the videos. Don't forget to watch the shorts. I'm getting those hours up, and before you know it, I'll be monetized again, and we'll be doing a lot more and building the channel even bigger and better. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Good night. God bless you all. Thank you for being in my live stream. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Judy May. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Jesse M. Thank you, Squirrel. I believe that's it in the chat. Yep, that's it. Thank you all for being here. God bless you. I'll be on tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, and 6 Pacific time. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Good night, and God bless you all. Have a pleasant day. Stay safe. And don't forget to pray for the people of California. I hope everybody got through this and they'll be work. Things will work out for all of those people. So then, Stephen F. signing off. Good night. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.